Olori Tobi has been sent out of the Ikoyi mansion, and gradually, it is closing up that this woman would not survive any single thing happening in the palace. Yes, no matter what happens, Tobi is stuck in this thing and she would not survive it. So right now, no, you should know that Oni has so many mansions scattered over Lagos, and one of them is in Ikoyi, and Toby has been living there for quite some time now. And then the other, as we categorically know, is in Lekki, where Miriam tried taking over. But my people, as this matter is progressing right now, it is beginning to be evident that Olori Toby has no escape route, as the Oni has ordered her immediate evacuation out of the Ikoyi mansion. So right now, Toby has done a lot of things. If not too much, she has done vehemently a lot that deserves punishment. Yes, they deserve lots and lots of punishment. Because if you don't want to judge right on this matter, Olori Toby has been too involved. Yes, Toby has been too involved. And from Toby being too involved on this matter, it has it has sparked a lot of concern from people. Her visit to the DJ of Akure has made the DJ of Akure wonder what will be of Olori Naomi when Naomi returns back into the palace. Yes, because he actually had to speak out, ask the Oni that all these attacks happening at a time, what will be of my sister when she's finally with you in the palace? So the whole matter now is beginning to be a proof, it is beginning to be evident, and at the same time, it is beginning to be something that one cannot just decide to overlook it, as these women are gradually, day after day, doing things that are beginning to be quite threatening to Naomi's existence if she comes back into the palace. So my people, as the whole matter is on ground right now, it is where will Toby go to? Because Toby has categorically refused to sign the divorce papers the only rendered to her. Yes, because the only gave this woman divorce papers, but what she did was to tear them and throw into Oni's face. So right now, my people, as the whole matter is on ground, Olori Toby Phillips has been displaced out of the Ikoyi mansion where she has been staying all this while. All this while that Toby would say, "Yeah, I'm going to Lagos." She cannot stay in the palace because Olori Naomi came to take over. All of those unnecessary excuses she was giving to leave the palace. Yes, right now she has been displaced out of that place where she has been boasting of and she has always wanted to stay in. So my people, though, as the whole matter is on ground right now, Toby is in tears because what is happening is not in her favor. What is happening is definitely not in Toby's favor, because as this matter keeps progressing, day after day, you would understand that there is no limit to what these women can do. Neither are they even willing to stop at any point at all. Yes, they are not willing to stop. So the matter on ground right now categorically states that Toby has been internally displaced out of the palace, and Toby being displaced out of the palace, the only place where she can fall her head back to and run to and say that yes, this is home, she has also been sent out of that place. And the whole matter states that Olori Toby might not really have a place to return to. Yes, because one might ask her, wait, doesn't she have a house? Toby's mother has always been against Toby's attitude. Yes, Toby's relatives, everybody around her has categorically been against Toby's attitude. The moment Toby returned back into the palace and she chose to fight Naomi, she chose the wrong path. Everybody was against Toby's outbreak. But Toby did not listen to anybody, neither did she even have a concern with what people felt. Now we keep on hearing of the Igbira women coming into the palace to take Miriam with them. We hear of how most of these things get to happen, but then you would not hear of how these things are happening around Toby simply because of what she tries so hard to keep her people out of the picture or out of the scene of what is happening in the palace. And as it is right now that everybody is beginning to come to a realization of all that is happening, and come to that point of accepting the fact or the reality of all that has been happening in the palace, Toby has actually tried to clear her track and keep everyone concerned on this matter off the road. So now you'll be wondering why, because Toby know what she was coming into the palace for. Tobi knew exactly what she was going to do in the if she gets to come into the palace. Tobi knew what she was planning. Tobi knew what she was aiming for. So Tobi did not just return back into the palace. And now everybody has been blaming Naomi. That no, why? You knew very well that Olori Tobi is not that much of a good person. Neither is Tobi one of the best persons that you would have her return into the palace after a very, very long time of not being in the palace. But you see, Naomi is just too much of a good person. No matter what happens, Naomi still embraces. No matter what goes down, Naomi is always still there. No matter what it is, Naomi still stands in for the people she says she loves. It is not just a fallacy to Naomi. This is a thing she embraces, and this is a thing she wants it to exist that way. So she's doing it with all her heart. She's doing it vehemently to make sure that every single person lives in one piece. But with these people and every single person all together, they keep proving to Naomi day after day that no, these things will not work, these things will not work, these things will not work. Because when Naomi had Tobi return back into the palace, Tobi came into the palace on the basis of she was coming to celebrate with Naomi. Yes, when Tobi came in, Tobi now broke the news of her pregnancy. Okay, fine. Oni love children. Oni is not the type of man that even when you say you are pregnant, then he will send you away that go, 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 this and that, because one of the things they told him when he was allowed to marry as many wives as he can, or when he was involved of his polygamous nature that he can practice, they told him that they want children moving around the house. They want children. They want to see children everywhere. So it is, of course, an obligation to him to marry as many wives as he can in order to what? Keep the family moving, to keep the lineage active. So Oni already knew that. But when it comes to, so Oni does not really cherish all of these things of you're pregnant, then I'll send you away. No, that's not Oni. Oni would always keep you around once you are pregnant and it is indeed his own child. So from this woman already knew. From this woman categorically knew that this is it with the Oni, and the Oni would always in one way or the other accept once it is pregnancy. That was the same trick this woman played on Oni. Ronke, then they later wanted to use the side chick, but the side chick exposed them that Oni has done her no wrong, so she doesn't know why they are trying to push her into the whole matter. So right now, Olori Tobi have met her end. Yes, it might be, in fact, it is the most disheartening end that Tobi is meeting. It is the most disheartening end that Tobi is meeting. But it is not anybody's fault that Tobi has met the end she has met today, because they told Tobi stop, but Tobi said no, I will not stop. So right now, whatsoever Tobi is doing, it is entirely her decision.